This is my Xtreme collection log account. Starting on a fresh account, I've been leveling up my stats by completing collection logs one at a time, and only being able to keep items obtained from these logs and nowhere else. I'm also an Iron Man, so this means no trading with other players or using the Grand Exchange, but I also can't pick up or buy items, with a couple exceptions. My final goal is to complete the Slayer collection log, with all the items needed coming from the collection logs I have previously completed. Now join me as I do this one log at a time. In the previous episode, we managed to complete the Motherlode Mine collection log and the temple trekking log. Temple trekking gave us access to some of my best training methods on the account with the rewards that I can get from it. Another thing that is good from that log is the food, being lobsters. So in this episode, I'm going to put those lobsters to the test and complete a combat log while I put my hardcore status to the test in the wilderness. If you're excited about the return of the series, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Anyway, let's get into it. The first log that I'm gonna tackle this episode will be the Obor collection log. To kill Obor, I first need to obtain a giant key from killing hill giants with a chance of 1 in 128. Now, here is where the wilderness comes in. Hill giants located in the wilderness have this key drop rate halved, so it's only a 1 in 64 chance. So I plan to kill the majority of them in the wilderness. But first, I plan to start at the hill giants in the Edgeville dungeon to get my combat stats up, because they are currently pretty low. I plan to stay in the Edgeville dungeon to get myself 5 to 10 giant keys, so I can kill Obor to get some much needed armor upgrades on the account, because what I currently have is just not it. So to finish the Obor log, I only need one item, and that is the Giant's Club, which is a 1 in 118 drop chance from Obor. The club is equivalent to a rune 2-hand, but instead of it being a slash weapon, it's more focused on crush. The reason I've decided to do this grind right now is because of the Giant Champion Scroll. The Champion Scroll log is a completely different log, so I'd have to complete this log before I start this grind usually. But you are only able to receive this scroll when you have over 32 quest points, and I currently don't. So that means I can't get the scroll, and it's one of the main reasons that I've decided to do this early. But with all that said, let's start killing some hill giants and be officially locked to the Obor collection log. So I'm starting off this grind with 40 attack and strength along with 33 defense. So I am going to focus on getting 40 defense, and then I can work on getting my strength up higher. Alright, so first kill, will we get a giant key on the first one? No, just some coins and big bones and everything. But that's fine, that's the start of our grind, the first kill. So yeah, if you haven't noticed as well, I will definitely be picking up the drops on this grind as well, since they are a part of this collection log basically, because I have to get the giant key from them to go to Obor. So yes, I can get the drops from them. There we go. That's the first giant key right there. Took me by surprise. Let me highlight them so I can notice them a lot easier. But that's the first one. That was probably, I think 40 KC, 43 KC for that one. So not too bad at all. That's my 50th collection log as well. So we can see that there, 50 of 1,430. So we are well on our way now, and that is one of the first 5 I think I'm going to get before I do it, unless I get to 5 very early, and I don't feel safe doing it with about 40 HP right now. But I'm going to keep going, and we'll see how many more we can collect. There we go, that's 2 more collection logs done with the zombie shirt and zombie boots. So that's good to have. Now back to the grind, I suppose. Well, that's the second giant key. That came very fast again. I think I am below drop rate for even one. Yes, I'm 85 KC, so that was another 42 or 43 kills since the last one, so it's going great so far. Okay, that was back to back just then. I didn't, wait, maybe it wasn't. I think I killed one thing in between. I killed one thing in between, and then now I have another giant key again. It's going great. I'm closer to 5. I don't want them this fast because I want some more HP before I take on Obor, but you know, I'm happy to have them stocked up. What is happening? This inventory, I have 3 giant keys. I have done probably not even 100, maybe just 100. I've done 101 hill giants for 4 giant keys. There's going to be a massive dry streak coming soon. I really, really feel it. There's 40 defense. Now be able to switch back to strength. That is a longbone. Another item on the miscellaneous log, so it will now be the second item along with the giant keys. A nice other item to add on to one of my passive logs. There's 50 strength. I'm going to swap back to attack now and start working on getting that to 50. Anyway, I have decided that after this inventory, I plan to go and kill Obor with the 7 keys I've gotten so far. I plan to kill Obor with magic, and there are a few things I need to do just before I do that, so let me explain. With my plan to kill Obor being with magic, I first have to get my magic up. I currently do not have good access to runes at all. My best method of runes is to make them myself. To do that, I first need to complete rune mysteries, which is easy, but what I need after that is a mind talisman. I can only get a mind talisman from the Camdozel vault in the Camdozel ruins. It comes from an ornate lockbox at a rate of 1 in 50. Ornate lockboxes are the best lockbox from the vault, so they are harder to get to and they're placed at the end of the maze. So I expect to only get 1 to 3 of the lockboxes per run. So that's why I'm currently mining at Camdozel so I can get more Baronite shards to enter the vault, because it takes 750 shards for 1 attempt. So this could take me a long time to get the mind talismans. So once I get the talisman and train up to 20 rune crafting with mind runes, I'll be able to start crafting some body runes with the talismans I get from hill giants, and I'll keep crafting them all the way up until 35 rune crafting. I want 35 because this unlocks chaos runes, and with them I'll be able to use wind bolt at 17 magic that I will have gotten from using the mind runes that I crafted. Wind bolt will be my way to kill Obor, because I won't be able to kill him with melee at the moment. I will also need to kill a bunch more of the mind and chaos golems here to get some essence, so I might not actually need 35 rune crafting, because the mind golems do have a very common drop of chaos runes, and Obor can drop chaos runes, so we'll have to see how this all goes.
Okay, so I just did a maze random event, and it looks like I don't really have to worry about the chaos rune situation that bad for a minute. So I'm gonna still try and get my mind talisman, because I am gonna need some mind runes to get in there. I could go over and kill mind golems to get all the mind runes I need instead of just crafting them myself, because they have a pretty common drop rate of mind runes. But yeah, 164 chaos runes. I already have a fair few, oh, not a fair few, I probably have like 40 in my bank. So I've got about 200 chaos runes in my bank, which should be good for maybe 3 or 4 kills. I think it might be good for at least 3 kills of Obor. I'm not sure about 4, but that's really not bad to start that off with. I'll see how we go with all the Baronite shards and stuff I have in my bank. I'll do some run-throughs and get some ornate things, and I'll see how I want to go from there. All right, so I have 2,150 Baronite shards in the storage over there in the forge. That gives me 3 run-throughs of the maze here, the vault. So I only have about 100 more left in my bank, so I've only got these 3 runs. I'll see how these 3 runs go with the amount of stuff I get from it. If not, I might do more, or I might actually just kill mind golems now and see how we go from there. But I imagine the 200 chaos runes might not be enough, so I might have to go for the more mind runes. Okay, so I just finished those 3 run-throughs, and I managed to get 5 of the ornate lockboxes. Seems like I was pretty right on I could probably get 1 to 3. One of the run-throughs I only got 1, and the other 2 I got 2 of them. So if I had one other good spawn of one of the ornates, I probably could have got 3, but we'll just open these and we'll see what we get from them. So I'm hoping for this mind talisman, and it's literally all sapphires. That diamond hurts. The diamond is a 1 in 50, so it's the same rate as a mind talisman, so that kind of sucks. But we'll just chuck all that in, and we may as well open up these beginner clue scrolls that I have as well from the giant grind. So open up these, and then I'm going to start killing the mind golems. I just think it's going to work out better if I do that, so that's what I'm going to do. That's not bad. I need a wizard hat is what I need, because I have the body. Oh, the mind runes are nice from these. There we go, the wizard hat. That's what I needed. Oh, Monk Top T. That's actually really good. That's a really good one to have, actually. Because I can't get... Okay. What is my luck with beginner clue scrolls on this account? That is 2 uniques in 7 clues. And I have got a massive amount of things from beginner clues. I have done 19 and I have 5 uniques from it already, with no duplicates and the most expensive items in there being these 3. So that's pretty good. Actually, they might be more expensive. I'm not sure, but these 2 are definitely the most expensive. But that's... Look, I'm not going to complain about that. That's really good. That's +6 prayer bonus, and that's for a rune scimitar whenever that happens. So that's cool, and I got the wizard hat I wanted, so perfect, and some extra mind runes. So I'm going to kill some mind golems.
So I finished killing some golems and got up to 120 mind runes. Then I had a thought. I forgot about the abyss. So I'm going to go do rune mysteries and then do the abyss mini quest to unlock the abyss. Then I will have access to the mind altar without the talisman. That is quest completed. Now on to the abyss mini quest. Alright, mini quest completed, and I got a small pouch for my efforts and 9 rune crafting. Anyways, it's time for me to go and use up some of my essence, which I have 650 rune essence, so let's go and make some mind runes.
So it's good to know that killing those mind golems wasn't completely useless, because I have these 10 mind cores here, and these count as 10 essence each. So just these 10 is going to be 100 mind runes by itself. So that is great. That's really, really good. So just in this inventory alone, I'm just already got myself like 115 or so, like mind runes, which is amazing. Like they're actually really good. A lot of people probably wouldn't even have seen these anymore, but let's craft the runes now. Yeah, there we go. 110 of them. Maybe I had 11 of them. Why was that 110? I thought I only had 10. Maybe it's 11 essence per one. Might be, but yeah. Anyway, there's 11 rune crafting on the same one, but that is basically as many mind runes as I have in my bank just from those cores. So if I ever want more mind runes, I am definitely going back and getting more cores because they're really good.
I've finished making my mind runes now, so I'm now going to go and train my magic. I'm going to go do it in Camdozel because the golems have no mage defense, and I can kill the mind golems to get more mind cores to make more mind runes if I need. So once I make it to 17 magic, I'll then be off to Obor. There's 17 magic. So now I can cast Wind Bolt, and it's finally time to go kill Obor.
Okay, so I've made it down here to Obor now, so let's just enter this. So we are here. I'm just going to wait for a 100% run energy because the method I do, you would have seen me do it before on the boss account. I basically run back and forth and I attack him in between the time he's walking towards me. So I'm going to need a lot of run energy for that. And I'm going to wait to 100% just to make sure that I will have enough. But that's going to be the method. So I will be back once I get 100% run energy.
Alright, so what I want from Obor is a fair few different things. Firstly, let's talk about the main item I need to finish this log, which is the Obor's Club. It is a 1 in 118 drop rate and has stats just like a Rune 2 hand if you swap the slash and the cross bonus around. This item I don't really see a use for on this account because I'm pretty sure the Baronite Mace will be more DPS, but oh well, it will finish the log. The other items I want are any of the rune armor pieces, since they will make this grind so much easier, because some of my best armor pieces are still iron, so it'll be a massive upgrade if I get anything. The only other thing I really need would be the Chaos Rune drop. I think I'll only be able to get 2 kills with the current runes I have, so getting some more would be a massive help to getting more kills. The rest of Obor's drop table will be on screen, but I really don't need anything else from here. Some of the drops are nice, but are in no way needed. Like the limpet roots and bones would be nice, but I will get them eventually from the normal giants. Anyway, with that done, let's get back to the kill.
There we go. Finally, that was the first kill. A little bit sketchy for a little bit there. Cosmic runes. Okay, that's not a good drop at all. A little bit sketchy for a couple moments there. But there was a lot less runes used than what I thought there would be. So that's a good thing. So that's 2 more kills with this many. So if I get a drop of about like close to 200 runes, I could probably get close to like maybe 5 kills from that many runes, potentially. So that's not too bad. At least we have our first Obor kill. We're creeping our way towards that drop rate for the club now. We are 1 of 118 towards the drop rate. Of course, 118 doesn't mean I'm going to get it, but we're making our way there. So that's not too bad. Very bad drop to start it off with. If I got any piece of rune, massively helpful, but oh well. I'm also out of lobsters after those 2 attempts, so I'm going to have to go back to temple trekking for a little bit and get some more lobsters first, and then we can go back to Obor. There we go, magic level and everything, and death runes. Not useful until I get another good 19 magic levels, so that's why do I have to get 2 of the drops I don't want? It'd be so nice if I just got any of the rune armors. It'd be so good. All right, looks like I can get 1 more kill with the amount of runes I have, so that's not too bad. So we'll go out, we'll go see if we can do this beginner clue, get some more food and go from there. Yeah, there we go. That was another kill. That one was a lot smoother than all the others. And we get, oh, it was a combat achievement. Okay, I thought I got something else then, even though the club's the only thing and I didn't see it. I got coins. That kind of really sucks. I only used 30 runes that time, so I got really lucky, and I got 600 combat level. So I will actually, if I have enough lobsters in my bank, which I think I do because I didn't eat that many, I'm going to actually go for another one, and this time I'm going to be able to use Water Bolt because I just got 23 magic, and I do have the water staff in my bank, and I can make the air runes. So I'll just go for 1 kill with Water Bolt and see how that goes. I also made a Ring of Recoil for that kill as well, so that made that a lot better too. I just went and bought the ring mold because I am allowed to buy tools and stuff on the account with the rules, so the molds count as tools because they're in the tool store in the house. So yeah, I do have the mold for that now, and the Ring of Recoil really helped because sometimes it was returning 2 damage and other times it was just returning 1. So I feel like that massively helped, and then being able to hit a 10 with Water Bolt really helped me too. So back to Giants for me, I suppose.
Since the killing of the Giants has been going pretty slow due to my gear, I've decided to come back to Camdozel Ruins for a bit. I have decided I'm going to do some mining since this is the fastest way to get Baronite shards. I want the Baronite shards so I can enter the vault, so I can get some ornate lockboxes, since they have a chance of giving me some armor upgrades. There is a 1 in 8.3 chance to roll the armor and weapons drop table, so I think getting some of these armor upgrades will be a massive help, and with the higher combat stats, doing Obor kills will be much easier. With the armor letting me train faster on hill giants, it will also make temple trekking easier with higher stats, since I still have to get lobsters for each Obor kill. So I have now mined 7,500 Baronite shards, which is enough for 10 tries at the vault. So let's give that a go.
And with this one, that is the last vault that I can do. So some of them I could only get 1 ornate box, and the others I could only not even get 1 because I got teleported out because it just gave me horrible spawns of the maze because it's all random every single time you go in. But I managed to get some elaborate and simple lock boxes on the way, which also have a chance at the drop table for armor and weapons and stuff, but it's rarer, so that's fine. We'll go through the simple first, and then after that we'll do the elaborate, so let's just open them then. That is an armor upgrade, so that's good. Yes, perfect. All right, that is a massive armor upgrade. The defensive stats are all 40 on that, and I'm only using like an iron or a steel plate body before that. An iron plate body, so it's literally doubling my defensive stats with just that. And nothing else in the last 2 of note. But I think I might go do that again. I'm just going to go farm up a fair few more shards, and then after this, I'll just go for it again, because why not?
All right, that's another 10 attempts worth of shards, so let's go again.
Okay, and this is the last one. I got so screwed on the RNG of where they place these things, like the doors, because the only way you can get ornates is all the way at the end, and all those 3 always spawn. It's just like, it's RNG depending on where the simple lockboxes spawn, because they have different spots they can spawn throughout the maze, like there, another pedestal there, there's like 1 in there, and then the elaborates, which is the second best tier, will spawn those 2 in there. There's 1 spot there and there's 1 spot there, but they could not spawn at all. I had 1 run where not a single simple lockbox spawned, and I only had 2 elaborates spawn in there. That was the only thing that spawned besides the ornates, which always spawn, and I had the worst like gate RNG to get through. So these gates change every time. I had it go over here, and the only gate that was open at the end was this one over here. And when that happens, you either have to be like tick perfect with it to get that 1 ornate lockbox up there, and then you leave, or you just get teleported out. And I got teleported out because I learned the hard way. But sometimes you can get absolutely screwed on this. Other times, if you're like tick perfect, you can get all 3 of the ornates in one go. Other than that, if you get a relatively good setup that takes you through this edge and you can get that one and that one, you can just run straight back out and maybe collect another lockbox if it's on the way, like that one. But yeah, sometimes horrible stuff. But let's open up what I have. So I do not have many ornates this time at all, like 6 maybe? 7. I got 7 ornates, I got 12 elaborate and 10 simple. So a lot different from last time, but there is more overall, which isn't too bad. We'll just start with the simples first and go from there. Then we will go for the elaborates, the most that I have. So the armor and weapon drop table is still possible. The talismans aren't too bad from here. You get them pretty commonly, actually, surprisingly, how common they are. I'll look at my loot thing after this, and we can see how much I actually got from doing this. Like, what was the loot from actually opening up these? Because I'm kind of curious on what the actual loot tracker says. Hopefully it tracks these. Oh, that's depressing. So what it rolls on is the weapons and armor drop table. I think the Mithril Mace is the same drop rate as what the Mithril Armor would be. So it just sucks that I got the Mace over getting the armor because I already have the Baronite Mace, which is the equivalent of a rune one. But yeah.
Well, actually, I did go and kill some hill giants, but I was getting hit way too much. Plus, with Boss Lock's current grind, I decided I wanted to do something more AFK, which is mining here again. So I'm going to sit here and mine for a fair while and just see how many Baronite shards I'll end up with. So the next few clips recorded wrong and were way too zoomed in. But basically, I mined 26,000 Baronite shards. Then I went into the vault for 30 odd attempts, getting myself 38 ornate lockboxes, 32 elaborate, and 35 simple. After opening them up, I managed to get myself an adamant plate body, mithril skirt, and black kite shield upgrade over my previous full black armor with a black square shield. Then it was time to head back to the hill giants. I went to kill the hill giants in Kourend, since when I bury the bones in the catacombs, I restore 2 prayer points, thus letting me kill the hill giants and having rapid heal on the whole time. But coming here was a big mistake, because I got an ancient shard, which is a collection log, and at first I thought it was fine, just like a totem piece, because they are on the miscellaneous collection log, which is a passive log for me. But as it turns out, they are only on Skotizo's log. So I have effectively ruined my account since I have started another log while I'm doing the Obor collection log. Now, there's nothing I can do about this log being started because I honestly thought that the Ancient Shard was on the miscellaneous tab like the totems, but I should have researched more. There is also no way I can complete Skotizo's log anytime soon, and I don't want to stop the series because of it. Just look at how long Verf has been on it for. But I am going to drop the shard and move on. But I will say, since the Skotizo's log was started, I will be back here in the future to complete this log before I start the Slayer log. I have probably made a 2,000 hour mistake because of this ancient shard, and that's if I go on drop rate for Skotizo's drops and the other logs I'll need to do to complete this one. So I have some serious pain waiting for me in the future. And that's 50 defense. I got 50 attack before too, so now that's base 50s, and it's time to swap back to strength. I have gotten 10 giant keys going for base 50s, so I think it's time to try and do a melee Obor kill and see how it goes. But first, I'm going to have to go get some more lobsters, so it's back to temple tracking to get some. I just managed to complete my first hard temple track, so this token will give me a minimum of 60 lobsters. 69. Nice. With this token, it should put us close to 150 lobsters, so that should hopefully be enough for 10 keys that I have in my bank. Let's cook them up and then head to Obor. Okay, so hopefully this is going to be able to take on Obor in melee gear. I obviously have my best setup I have here and a Ring of Recoil to hopefully help me with a little bit of damage reflection. And then just a whole inventory of lobsters and a strength potion. So this is the best that I've got. We'll give melee a try, and if melee doesn't work, we'll train up our stats more until melee works, because I think it's going to be better in the long run than using magic and getting the runes for that. So let's give this a shot and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to risk my hardcore status here. Probably a dumb move, but I don't really need it. And I'm missing 2 hits. Yeah, okay. So look, we've lost our hardcore status. I think it was worth the risk, to be honest. It doesn't really bother me. I only got it just to see how long it would go. And I do plan to go into the wilderness after this, so not that bad, honestly. But that's okay. So I didn't want to waste the key because the keys take a little bit to get. So I'll just have to go back, go with another key, and we'll see what happens. If we hit one of those 3 hits we could have hit at the end, that would have been nice. But oh well, we'll just have to get another key and go straight back in. Okay, we're back for revenge this time. Gonna do one thing differently this time, and that is pray range, because it's been a while since I've done Obor, and I looked up his stats and what he hits and stuff again, and he hits 28 with range, and his max hit with melee is 22, so when I was praying protect from melee last time, wasn't doing me any favors. So I'll pray protect from range this time, drink up my strength potion, and we'll go straight back in. There we go, that's the kill done. And we got a combat achievement for the 5th Obor, so that's not too bad. The cash was not a great drop to see, though, because if I got some actual rune armor, it would have made this so much easier. If I could get even like a rune full helm or like a rune plate legs, plate skirt, it would be massive. Even a kite shield. There is a lot of upgrades I can get from here, rune armor-wise. So at least I know I can do it with melee now, so let's go back and gear up again and see if we can do it. Well, I cut that one kind of close again. Oh, Rune Med Helm. That is actually a big upgrade. That's very, very nice to actually get very early. So I get an extra plus 10 in all my defensive stats, so that's really good. Now I just need to hope I get the Rune Chain Body or Rune Plate Legs and Kite Shield and stuff next, because that's going to be a big upgrade as well. Not the Rune Chain Body as much as the Rune Legs or Kite Shield, so I'm hoping on those ones first, but yeah, at least we can retire the Black Helm, and now we have a Rune Med Helm. Oh, that's a Rune Longsword. Another rune item on the drop table. It's not better than my mace. It does have higher melee strength, but it is 1 tick slower. So, my Baronite mace is still better. I wish it was just another rune armor piece. That's actually not even that bad of a drop. The 50 big bones is actually a really good drop because they're going to be good prayer XP in the future if I want to go use them on the Chaos Altar, because all the bones from this grind so far have been burying straight away. So, any extra that I can build up like this is really good. Well, that's the last kill I have of Obor at the minute. And I get a Rune Chain Body from that one. Perfect. That is what I want to see. Granted, it's not... Actually, it's way more of an upgrade than the Adamant Plate Body than what I thought it was. So, that's a good upgrade. I'm starting to look a little bit better. My armor's slowly getting better. It kind of sucks that it was my already best piece that I upgraded just then, but still, an upgrade is an upgrade. So that's my last key I actually had for the minute, so we're up to 13 KC. So I've got to go back to the normal hill giants, which is fine, but I figured I might actually go kill them in a different area, because right now it's really hard to get back to these ones here where I've been killing them, because I have to go all the way through the Edgeville dungeon, because I can't pick up the brass key. So I figured I might actually go and do them just over here, the Giants Plateau, because then I can go just underground just here to the Giants Foundry and bank just here and go straight back up and kill them. So I think that's going to be a much faster method, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'll go back to killing him there and stack up maybe 10 keys again. Actually, first I have some beginner clues to open, so let's go back to the bank and open those first. Okay, and that's the last casket. I managed to get 8 out of the 10 keys that I had, so that's really, really not bad. So let's open up these 8. What I am looking for is the Monk Row Bottoms tee, because I have the top, and also just a normal short bow, because then I can start trading range. I currently can't because I only have an oak short bow and some arrows in my bank, but I just need a normal short bow, or even a long bow would be fine. So let's get to opening. That's an oak one again, unfortunate. Sandwich Lady hat, that's already a start, but another oak bow, that one's unfortunate. I already have that one. And that was the last clue as well. But we did get the Sandwich Lady hat, which is a collection log. And now we've got 2 Monk Robe tops. So that's something. I don't think I have any more Sandwich Lady. Oh no, I have the Sandwich Lady bottoms. I'm getting very close to the set. I have been incredibly lucky with getting beginner clue scroll collection logs on this account. 32 for 6 uniques is a really good rate, and I've even had a duplicate of that, so I am getting insanely lucky for the collection logs on this account. But time to get back to Giants, so let's go back there. There is 60 strength. I'm going to keep training my strength a bit higher and then swap to attack, but I do have 9 giant keys in my bank from training these 10 levels, so in one more key, it's time to do some Obor. That's the 10th key, so it's time to take on Obor again. Very stacked drop. That's another giant key, so it looks like I'll be able to do another kill as well. That kind of sucks a little bit. I wish that was another rune piece of armor I could have used. Oh, there we go. That's another upgrade. The Rune Full Helm. Just slightly better than what the Med Helm is, but at least it's given me a few extra defensive bonuses for the next few kills. Oh, nice. That is one of the upgrades that I wanted. The Rune Plate Skirt. Could have either been the plate skirt or the legs, but it looks like we have gone from a black plate skirt to a myth one to a rune one now. So we're looking better and better. Now we just need a shield upgrade, and then our defensive stats will actually be insane. And these kills are already much better with these upgraded rune pieces, so getting the extra 27 stats I have over the Mithril Plate Skirt will be really big for doing this. Well, that's another Rune Battle Axe. That's the last key that I have for the kills at the minute. So this clue, I'll go finish this really quick, and then I think this will make it so I have about 25 beginner clue caskets in my bank. So once I get this done, we'll open all those up and then I can start killing some more hill giants for my next 10 keys. Okay, that's the last clue done. So I've got 25 caskets here. These are from the hill giants getting the 10 keys and obviously Obor himself. I had to drop a couple because I think there's about 3 steps I can't do. 2 of the Charlie the Tramp ones, which is leather chaps and leather body. I also can't do the leather boot step in Bob's Axe Shop in Lumbridge. So let's open up these 25 and hope we get at least... The unique that I'm still looking for from beginner is I want the Monk Row Bottom T. The rest I don't really care about that much, but they will fill up my log slots, but that's the only one I'm actively going for. So hopefully I get that, and we'll just go for the 25. Actually, that's also something else I was looking at. That completes all the elemental staffs, so now I have an earth staff as well. That's the first collection log, Demon Feet. They are a nice looking boot. I already have the mole slippers, but they still are pretty good. Oh, I also need the normal short bow, since that will let me be able to start range, or just a normal longbow would also be great, so looking out for those would also be good. Another collection log. My luck with beginner clues is actually insane for the amount of uniques that I actually have for this many clues. That's a massive amount of uniques for the amount of clues that I have. I'm halfway done with the log at 39. That's the normal short bow. Now I can actually train my range with the iron arrows and stuff I've been getting from the hill giants. So I might start training some range levels for the next key grind. Straight into a back-to-back of them. Black Kite Shield. I already have one. Otherwise, that would have been a nice upgrade. Okay, another Shoulder Parrot. I remember when I got my last one, and I think they were nearly double that price, so that's something to see. And this one's the 50th beginner clue, so 7 left. And the last one of the 25. Another Earth Staff. So that actually wasn't too bad at all, that opening. I got two new uniques, and I got the actual short bows that I needed as well. So very good to see. And also the Earth Staff. So that's all of them completed. So back to going and collecting some more giant keys. That's the 5th key. Now I'm going to head back to Obor and do the kills every 5 keys now, just in case I get the club. Another Rune Full Helm. I really do wish that was a Kite Shield, but that's okay. Chaos Runes, actually nice. I could actually come back and do some kills with Mage instead of doing it melee if I felt like it. I'd be able to save some extra food too, so that's actually not a bad drop. All right, anything from the last key? It's not the last key, apparently. We got another giant key. So we get another kill. All right, now that will be the last key. Yeah, there we go. More Cosmic Runes. And that's 30 kills now, flat. So I'm now close to being 1/3 of the drop rate. So let's go get ourselves like 5 more clues. Not clues, 5 more keys, and then we can come back. With my stats being higher now and having some better armor, I think it's time to kill the hill giants in the wilderness. So that's where I am. The rate here for keys is a 1 in 64. So this should now half the amount of time needed to finish this log. There we go. That's the last of the 5 keys for nothing again. Perfect. Well, back to the wilderness again. That's 65 strength. So now it's time to swap back to attack and train that to 65. So now that I've actually hit 27 magic from all the teleporting around to Varrock when I'm doing beginner clue scrolls, I can now enchant my emerald rings, which will get me some rings of dueling. And this will make it really fast to get back here to refresh my run energy and stuff like that when I'm doing beginner clue scrolls, or after every Obor kill, because I do have 5 more keys just in here I'm about to go do. So these rings will really speed this up now. All right, and with that one, that is now 40 KC and a rune longsword that is also not useful, and I already have one. But that's 40 KC, and we are now officially more than 1/3 of the way done with the drop rate. So now I've just got to go get more keys and keep going. How? How does it fucking do it? Have you seen my... Ugh, what a joke. Oh my god, thank god. How was that 50 big bones isn't actually a bad drop. How is that so hard with a strength potion? I used 21 lobsters and a strength potion. Rune plate legs. Oh, that's actually nice. Now I don't have to wear the skirt anymore. Thank God. It looks so much better with plate legs. Well, there we go. With that kill, that is now 50 KC and a rune 2-hand for it all. So we're approaching halfway towards the drop rate. 59 KC is halfway, but we've at least done 50 KC now. So getting closer and closer to halfway. My God, some of these kills are close. Ugh. Just for limpet roots. Yay. Well, that's the 6th key used up. Time to go get more keys. That's 60 attack, another big milestone level. I could now wear any form of dragon equipment, if I had any, that is. But I'm going to keep slogging my way through to get up to 65 attack now, and then I can finally switch back to defense, and it might make my Obor kills slightly easier, because they still suck with these stats and this armor. Well, when I'm wearing full armor. But for now, I'll keep training up to 65 attack, and then we'll switch back to defense. That's another collection log I did not expect to see come in. The curved bone. I should have been expecting it because I'm getting well up there in Hill Giant KC now. 4,000 KC nearly, so it was definitely going to be coming along soon, and yeah, it just came in now. You can see how long that was just after the 60 attack clip. I basically got 60 attack banked, and that was the 3rd one I came back and killed, and now I've got a curved bone. So that's just another collection log on the grind, and now the only collection log left from this grind is just the club. Unless I get extremely lucky and get the dragon spear, that is. Good ring of recoil kill. Rune med. When will I get my rune kite shield to make this even easier on myself? Who knows? There we go. And with this kill, that is 59 KC and halfway to the drop rate of 118. That has gone by pretty quick, to be honest. Now I just need to do a few more. I need to double the KC I have to hit drop rate, but let's hope we don't have to do that. I hope I get it sooner than that. 60 KC. Rune 2-hand. Sick. Just give me the kite shield. I just need the kite shield, man. Finally, there is 65 attack. I wonder what my next log will be with 65 attack and strength. Who knows? Anyway, it's time to swap back to defense and then get that to 60. I managed to miss the level because I recorded the wrong screen, but as you can see in the chat, that is 60 defense. Time to swap back to strength now and just keep training that until I finish this grind. And with this key, I now have 50 giant keys. Yes, you might think that is a lot of keys, and I currently have 73 Obor kills, and that will push me over the drop rate, but who cares? I want this grind to end, and hopefully this is enough. Now excuse me while I go spend 10 hours getting lobsters in temple tracking for my Obor kills. There's 70 strength on one of my treks. Hopefully that's the last milestone level of this grind, because I just want this done. That's 800 lobsters cooked, so now it's time to go take on Obor, either until the club or I use my 50 keys. Oh, there we go. Actually, a good item straight away. This was the 2nd key. I've got myself a rune kite shield and the last rune upgrade I can actually get from Obor. So that's basically giving me nearly 30 in every single stat. The defensive stat, that is. An extra 30 bonus over the black square shield. So now I can put that on and I'll be extra tanky for all my next Obor kills. Well, this one right here is 90 KC. So about 20 more keys to go on my bank. So we'll see what happens. Oh, about 30 actually. It's about 30 keys left in my bank. So we'll see what happens in those. All right, this one kind of hurts a little bit from Obor. I'll say that much. The longbow kind of does hurt a little bit when you get it from Obor. Oh my God, I've finally done it. Oh, kill number 99. Thank God we are done. I still have 20 odd keys in my bank, but let's wield it. That is the collection log completed and the Hill Giant Club finally obtained. I got some massive combat stats from this grind. A lot more than what I actually thought I was going to. I thought I might struggle to get 65 in both of these for the incoming Cyclops grind, if you couldn't tell what that's going to be, which is the Defenders. But I thought I was going to have to come back and train it. But yeah, that did not happen. I did end up getting it. I am going to currently leave the keys in my bank right now and come back to this later. But I will do one more kill, and that will even us off at 100 KC. But that is Very, very nice. That is the first green boss log on the account. The first of many in the future. And I can finally do something else. So that is really good. Let's go do one more kill really quick and end on 100. Alright, I'm back for my 100th kill, and I think it only makes sense that we kill Obor with the club. So let's get the final kill of this grind and move on to the next collection log. There we go. That's the final one of the grind for some more lore runes. Now we can move on to the next grind after I actually open up some beginner clue scrolls I have in my bank from this. I was planning to do all the beginner clue scrolls and then open them all up at the end, but I kind of got bored of doing them because I don't have any teleports because I've only just reached 30 magic and I can only teleport to Varrock really. So I kind of just gave up on it, but we will open these 26 and see if we get anything worthwhile. I also got 2 curve bones from the grind and 17 long bones in the end. So yeah, that's very close to 100k construction XP. Still got 24 giant keys left, so I didn't need to get that many, but yeah. Let's just open up these and see if we actually get anything good then. That's another collection log, the Amulet of Defense T. So I'm still going very, very good for these beginner clue scrolls, so let's actually have a look at the collection log for 1 sec. 63 opened, and I have 9 of 16 uniques from this, so that's actually a really, really wild rate of actually getting uniques from here, so we'll keep going and see if we get anything else. Oh, I already have that one. That kind of sucks, but I'm still getting massive amounts of uniques. And that was the last one. Nothing else, but yeah, I still didn't expect to get a second Guthix kit right here. And then, of course, an actual another collection log slot. So, we're ending on 62. We're just going to have to see what the next collection log is going to be in next episode. Thanks for watching this giant episode. I hope you enjoyed the return of the collection log account. Here are the stats and collections logged we started with and ended with this episode. An absolute massive amount of stats obtained, and finishing the Obor log feels great. There was a bit of a mistake this episode, being the Ancient Shard, but we'll work through that in the future. Anyway, I'll leave you with the loot I got from Obor and the 100 kills, and the loot I got from all the giants on screen. While I thank everyone for watching this episode, and making sure you don't forget to like the episode and subscribe if you're not, so you don't miss any of the future episodes. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you in the next one.